Hello, welcome to Yoga with Mel. I prepared a short sequence for you that's really here to restore a sense of balance and to feel your body and move and do something and breathe, but you don't have to spend a whole lot of time for it. So let's just jump right into it. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Really squeeze them up there and take a deep inhale and feel like your waist lengthening. And exhale, just drop them down. Inhale. One more time, inhale. Good. Now sit tall and draw your shoulder blades together gently behind your back, the shoulders away from the ears. Bring your left hand onto the ground, I'm not mirroring you, and reach the right arm up to the sky. Take a deep inhale into the right waist, lengthen up, and on the exhale you're going to come on over. So what you want to make sure here is that your right sit bone is still rooting down into the ground, right? So you're not lifting up here through that hip, you're still rooting down, both sit bones on the ground. You're going to now rotate the palm, right palm to face down toward the ground and reach the arm down toward the ground. So you're not bringing the arm all the way down, so the fingertips kind of reach down. So now what you want to do is you want to reach that right shoulder away from the right ear. So we create some length in the right side of your neck here. And can you really reach through those fingertips? Good. Next, inhale, come on up. And I like to bring the bottom hand on the left side of the face here and lift the head up. It's just a very self-loving gesture. Yeah. We're going to do the other side. Inhale to lengthen the left waist, reach up. And exhale to come over. Good. And I always encourage in these side bends to think more of up, reaching up, instead of just side, because then you kind of shorten the opposite waist. You want to think of both sides of your waist long. On the exhale, can you reroot your left sit bone into the ground? Maybe on those last few breaths here, gently try to bring the right shoulder more up toward the sky. Good. And you could look into your left palm here. Inhale, reach. And then align your head, again, right ear in line with the right shoulder, facing forward, nose facing forward, straight ahead. The top palm facing down toward the ground, and then again come into your neck release on the other side. And I kind of sometimes like that gentle tap of this left shoulder is reaching down and away from my left ear. This downward pull. Keep some energy in your fingertips, so the fingers are really reaching away, away, away. That's when you get that nice stretch. And your next inhale, lift your head up with your right hand and come on up. Good. Change the crossing. If you're in cross-legged, change the crossing of your feet. And now we're going to do some more neck opening and upper back. So we're going to come into eagle arms. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale. And on the exhale, bring the right arm on top of the left. Hook them at the elbow. And then bend the elbows. If in this position you feel like you are rounding your spine and kind of lowering your elbows into your chest, it may be too much of a stretch. So you can also bring your elbows together, press the elbows and forearms and the palms of your hands into one another, without the crossing over. Okay, you can do a single cross or you can do a double cross. And what you want to try to do here is really reach your elbows away from your chest At the same time, press the elbows into one another and press the hands into one another. I'm going to just sit sideways for a moment so you can see. So right arm on top of left. Good. Right, so keep your spine straight and then try to keep that distance between your elbows and your chest. So if you bring your elbows in, there's barely a stretch in the upper back and the neck. And here just down the neck, upper back, around the shoulders. But if you keep reaching the elbows away from your chest and press them into one another, that's when you get a stretch out. Now can you add the breath to it? I'm going to come forward again. Deep inhale and full exhale. So finding your Ujjayi breath here in this pose. Inhale, find this lengthening, opening, your spine growing tall. You're creating space. And on the exhale, you find the pulling down through your sit bones to the earth. You find kind of a release in the muscles that you're lengthening here. Okay, good. And then let that go. Inhale, open the arms out. We're going to go right into the other side, left over right. Find your expression here. Find the bind that works for you. And then really the same thing, just focus on your breath here and keep the integrity of the pose so you really get that stretch on the outsides, sides of the neck and the outsides of the shoulders and the upper back, the upper trap here. And push those elbows into one another. On the inhales, can you breathe into the sides of your rib cage and feel the expansion here? And on the exhale, can you keep the length in your spine, but draw the front of the rib cage toward together, front ribs toward one another. Inhale, open the arms, and exhale, release. Great. Okay, we are going to come to all fours. So take your prop out to the side. We're going to add just some movement. So on all fours, shoulders are above the wrists, spread your fingers wide, and the hips are over the knees. And we're just going to start with some cat-cow. I think that just feels great. Inhale, lengthen the chest forward and through in between the upper arms. Gently draw the shoulder blades toward one another. And exhale, rounding. Inhale and exhale. Good. And come to neutral and just open your knees wide and sit down into a child's pose. Let your hips be heavy and feel the length in your spine. It's a gentle opening and stretch through your back body. Your forehead is on the mat. Inhale, look forward to your hands. Come to all fours again. Good. And then just bring your knees in so they're hip width distance again. And then you just gonna lengthen your heart forward, but keep your belly gently pulling in so we're not hanging through in the lower back. So this is basically a very gentle upward facing dog. Yeah. You push your hands into the ground, draw the shoulder blades together, pull the belly button in. So we're lengthening the lower back. One more inhale. And exhale back to child's pose. Let's do that again. Inhale through a rounded spine. You're like in cat pose. You're going to come forward. Shine your heart through in between your upper arms. Gently look up. Pull the belly button gently in. And exhale. Sit down into your child's pose. Good. Come back to all fours. We're going to do a little flow now here. Inhale, you're going to stand on your knees. Bring your arms up. On the exhale, you're going to come into child's pose. Inhale, look to the hands, very close to the ground. You're going to come forward on your belly. Slide into baby cobra. Draw the shoulder blades together behind your back. Press both sides of your pubic bone into the ground. And then lengthen your heart forward. There's no weight really in your hands. Shoulders away from the ears and keep on breathing. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Press your pubic bone into the ground. Lengthen your tailbone toward your heels. Keep on breathing. Press your feet into the ground, tops of your feet. And exhale, lower. 1 on the breath. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, lower. Good. Press into your hands, all fours, and come back into child's pose. Inhale, standing on the knees, lift the arms up. Exhale, sit back with a straight spine into child's pose. Inhale, look to the hands, come forward into your baby cobra. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Good. Coming back, press into your hands, finding child's pose again. Good. Stay in child's pose. We're going to do just a side stretch here. Come onto your fingertips and walk your fingers forward while you press your sit bones down and back. So you find like a lengthening in your side body here. And then we walk our hands to the left side. So you feel a stretch along the right side body, right waist, right outer hips. And try to really draw your right hip down and back. And stretch the right hand forward into the left. If you want more, you can bring the right hand on top of the left, just to get a little bit more of a stretch out of it. And deep breaths here into the right side body. And walk to center, come to the other side. Sit the left hip down and back. And can you relax your jaw, your face here? Good. Come back to center. All right. Come back to all fours and into your downward facing dog. Keep a bend in the knees and pedal the feet. Oh, this is such a nice opener for the back of your legs. Spread your fingers wide and especially press down through your thumb and your index finger. And gently find a bend in the elbows and draw the eye of the elbow forward so you can open your shoulder girdle a little bit more. Good. And then you push the ground away with your hands. And in the same time, find that length in your neck. Let your head hang. Ears are by the biceps. And focus on your deep inhales and full complete exhales. And from here, bend your knees a whole lot. Look to your hands and walk to the front of your mat. Keep a bend in the knees. You can rest the elbows on the thighs. Or just bend the knees a lot so your spine is protected by your thighs. and let your head hang heavy. Inhale into a half lift, long spine, hands on the shins or the ground or the thighs. Goal is here to find a straight long spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees again. Inhale, half lift, deep long inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, really strong legs. Press the feet into the ground. Exhale. Inhale, come on up all the way. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Hands down by the sides, palms facing forward. Roll the shoulders up to the ears. And exhale, release. Gently draw the shoulder blades together so your chest is open. Spread your fingers. All 10 toes are facing forward. Feet can be hip-width distance or feet together, big toes touching. Tadasana. Gently draw your belly button in. Press the feet into the ground. Lengthen the tailbone toward the ground. Inhale, circle the arms up. Grow tall through the side body. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. Release the head. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down and step into plank pose. Optional, half plank with the knees down. Good. Deep inhale here. Spread your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Inhale, arms up. Gently look up. Gentle back bend here. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank or half plank. Spread your toes wide, reach your heels back. Reach the crown of the head forward and pull your belly button in toward the spine. Again here, micro bend in the elbows and the eye of the elbow, like the soft part, rotated forward. Knees down. Good. Tops of the feet on the mat, bend the elbows, lower down all the way. Inhale again into baby cobra, what we did before, or a higher cobra. Elbows are tucked into the sides of your body. Good. Can you still here lengthen the tailbone toward your heels? Pull the belly in. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Tuck the toes under. And downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And exhale, foot in between your hands. Lower the left knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the arms up. Come into crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale, hands down. Good. From there, tuck your left toes under, step into plank pose. Exhale, lower down all the way. Inhale into baby cobra or cobra. Exhale, lower down, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, knee to the nose, step the foot through, lower the right knee down and tuck the toes. Inhale, come on up. In your lunge, can you draw the belly button in and tuck the tailbone under and press your hips into one another? So you want to have this feeling of this sucking anything in to your midline. Yeah? Good. And keep your chest open. Deep inhale. And exhale, hands down. Good. Now tuck the right toes under and step straight forward into your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, fold over. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of your heart. Chair pose. Inhale, bring the fingers to touch the mat and reach the arms up. Biceps by the ears, or the arms can also be just parallel to the ground. Weight drops into your heels. And gently again draw the tailbone down toward the ground. Inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down. And step back into plank and all fours. Good. And we're going to come to sitting on the heels. If sitting on the heels is really uncomfortable for you, you can also sit in cross-legged. And you can always use a prop. Like, I'm going to use a prop. I'm just going to come face you. And actually sit on the block because that's just more comfortable for me. Okay. So that was just a little movement vinyasa part. So your body feels loose. And you connect on a physical level with yourself. We're going to now do a breath that is called Nadi Shodhana. And it's a breath where we're balancing our right side and left side, like our opposites basically, right? The solar with the lunar energy, the front body, the back body, like the active and passive side, the yin, the yang, and so on. We want to find balance. And so like we have like the two nostrils, we have the two sides of the brain. So the right nostril is associated with the left side of the brain, vice versa. And so we want to just balance both because we can sometimes have like an over tendency on one side. So we're going to breathe equally through both sides. Okay, so I'm going to just show you how we do it. You find your comfortable seat, your spine is aligned and long. You can also, if you don't find this by sitting on the ground, sit in a chair. Yeah. You take your right hand, left hand is on your left thigh, and you have the thumb on the one side, and then you have the ring finger and the pinky finger on the other side. Those are the fingers we use. The other two, you can just put them in or kind of leave them up and support your third eye. Your thumb is going to go, when you have your right nostril, you feel like this bony cartilage part. And you're going to close the nose basically just below that part. So you don't press on the nostril part itself. You just press down basically just below that cartilage bony part. Yeah? And then the other side, the left side, you close down with your small finger, your pinky finger, and your ring finger. And same area. Okay? Good. Get your fingers ready. Take one deep inhale and a full exhale. Close left nostril. Inhale through the right. Switch. Close the right nostril. Open the left and exhale through the left. Leave everything the way it is. Inhale through the left. Now we switch. Close left, open right. Exhale out through the right. Leave everything the way it is. Inhale through right. And close and switch. Exhale left. Inhale left. Switch. Exhale right. Continue for a few more rounds in your own timing. Find your own rhythm. And you always, as a rule of thumb, when you inhale, you switch at the top. And after the exhale, everything stays the way it is. You don't switch sides on the exhale, after the exhale, yeah? You only switch sides after the inhale. And can you feel both times, right? When you inhale, that full, complete inhale into the belly, into the rib cage, front to back, side to side, into the chest, like that you really take advantage of the full capacity of the inhale. And on the exhale, the same, like you want to feel like really getting rid of all the old air, all the old stuff, right? So your breaths are really full and complete. And you may notice, especially in the beginning of the practice, right, like a difference in the two sides, like the right side is maybe more blocked than the left or the other way around. And just notice, just take note. Just take note of what is. The side that feels more blocked may just have been the side that's been a bit more dormant. And those sides also switch. They have like a regular rhythm throughout the day when, you know, you breathe more through the right or the left side. And wherever you're at, take one more complete round of this. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. And when you arrive at the end of this last round, just relax your hands down onto your lap with the hands on your thighs, or your hands holding one another, like you have the active hand in the less active hand, right? For example, if you're right-handed, you would just place your right hand into your left hand. And then just feel the effects of this breathing technique. Notice whatever's there, really. We're doing this breathing to restore that sense of balance within ourselves. Balance like our own polarities, right? Feminine, masculine. That's all like within ourselves. The active and passive. The rational and the emotional. Good. Gently open your eyes. I hope this was of benefit to you, and I wish you a really nice day.